Mistakes were made. Hey guys, Lexicon here, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the Rainbow Six Siege beta. The game's pretty cool. It's a competitive environment, very similar to the Counter-Strike series on PC. Well, you have two teams, one's vying to either disarm a bomb or get a biological canister secured, and the other team's of course trying to defend it. Now what's interesting about the game, and I have to note this from the beginning, the game really heavily requires communication, and that was a problem that I kept running into during the beta. I'd say about 20% of the people were actually using the microphones, or at least using microphones in the game. I think that's something prevalent in games today. I miss the old days of Halo when you could communicate with your teammates immediately. There was no party chat, and I think a lot of people spend too much time in party chat nowadays and not enough time actually communicating in the game. If you have a team that is communicating, at least 2 or 3 players, you are going to lose. So sit back and enjoy. This is one of my better matches I had during the beta, but this is a full match, so I thought I'd give you an idea of how the game played.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
Okay, each round is separated into 2 phases, the preparation phase and the action phase. In the preparation phase, the attacking team uses these drones to scout out the building to try to locate either the biological canisters or the bombs. The defending team is inside, also setting up defenses, barricades, barbed wire, traps, etc. Jammers, everything like that. What's really cool though is during this phase, once you actually get down into a certain area, if your drone doesn't get taken out, you can park it in like a corner or something, and if it's not spotted, if you ever get taken out, you can actually see through the eyes of it, so it actually is kind of tactical to where you're going to place it at the end.
Insertion in 5 seconds. The diffuser has been secured. You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Okay, so now we're in the action phase, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's where all the action begins. You have about a little over almost 4 minutes to actually get into the house and find the bombs and defuse it. So each round goes pretty quickly. As you can see, you can break through the walls. I decided to go for a flank here. So you can actually see the rest of your team as a silhouette, so you can get an idea where they're at, and see there's enemy cameras and stuff in the house, and they can look through those at the time. And whenever somebody gets taken out, it actually shows you it was 3 versus 5 right now, so we're actually down. We took out 2 of our guys. But I'm trying to make my way downstairs. They're meanwhile trying to deactivate the bomb. Sometimes when people's attention gets put on one direction, it actually pays off for your team, especially when you come around. Especially like this guy trying to defend this guy. I take him out. See this guy going prone while I reload.
The diffuser is now secure.
Then move into the room while my guys are planning the diffuser. See the barbed wire on the floor. See the one guy behind the desk. Fortunately for me, he doesn't take me out. Fortunately, my grenade didn't really do much, but he tries to come to the room. Now, this game is really, time to kill is really, really fast, so whoever really shoots and gets any more accuracy there is probably going to be much more effective. But if you notice, you can actually shoot through the walls. In certain areas, certain walls can't be shot through, but if you really learn the maps, walls can be shot through, you'll actually break through the walls and break through them. Use that to your tactic. I take this guy out, so I've taken out 3. But then I see another guy behind the desk, and I try to get a quick shot, and it doesn't work. And I get a glancing hit here. The other guy's trying to dig his way through, but as you can see, I get taken out through the wall there.
4 operator remaining.
Unfortunately for me, the diffuser was going, and by the time the enemies actually get through, the diffuser actually goes off, and we win that round.
Hostile bomb defused. Mission successful. Protect the bombs.
Okay, so each round it alternates between attacking and defending. So this is a really good example of fortifying. Throw down some barbed wire on the stairs, try to slow down some enemies if they decide to come up. You can actually barricade doors, etc. It's actually really kind of cool to try to technically set this up. Now, as I said before, teams with communication will destroy the other team. It's really night and day. So if you do not have a team with mics, it makes this really hard to play. And as you can see, there's only fire. So somebody was trying to take out a drone, and they managed to hit me. So yeah, that doesn't bode well. So that's another thing we have to take into account is the friendly fire in this game.
5 seconds.
I lost a couple of matches because the guys are just firing like playing Call of Duty, and they took out half our team.
Bomb.
Barbed wire set.
About grenades now.
Deploying sensor. You can stop worrying about grenades now.
And the one thing that's really cool about this game is that, you know, you don't know which direction the enemy's going to come. They can be coming from the ceiling, they can come from any of the doors, the walls, they can breach certain walls, they can come in from different areas. So you really have to tactically think about the layout of the place and how you want to protect it. Crossfire, you know, things like that, it's going off. It's pretty chaotic pretty quickly, so that's where that communication piece comes in. I was trying to go around for another flank to see if maybe they were downstairs, but I didn't see anybody.
Op 4 is defusing a bomb. You need to disable their diffuser.
Here's a great example. Had my team been
Operator
communicating,
standing.
we would have known that the bomb was actually in trouble on where they had breached,
Four
so we
eliminated.
would have
Mission
all been
failure.
scattered in that round. Now, Cole has have kill camps. This person's behind a shield using a pistol, which is pretty good tactic there, actually, especially trying to move in on that room.
You need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
And of course, we're back to the preparation phase. So it actually pays to have like a set amount of people going upstairs or downstairs or various, you know, scouting various rooms or levels of the house. Because if everybody goes in the same direction, you only have about a minute to do this. So if you don't locate the objective, it makes it a bit harder to plan out your assault.
Seconds to insertion. Your drone has found a bomb. 5 seconds before insertion. The diffuser has been recovered. You've located a bomb. Make your way to
Now,
its
one thing I
location
did
and
notice
defuse it.
about this game is, although the maps are pretty small, there's a lot of in-depth to this game. The maps are very detailed. You have a lot of different options, and the more you upgrade your stuff, you have a lot of different classes and abilities. Now, I was trying to get used to the control scheme, so this actually doesn't work out too well. So instead of trying to plan a breaching charge, I throw out my drone. And of course, as you see, that didn't work too well. And the enemy, on the other hand, saw us at the window, so mistakes were made. With just some pretty hilarious results here. Yep, that's my body, and the guy was next to me. Joy. So, ideas like that could have turned this entire round around. I could have taken that guy out behind the window if I'd have remembered to put my breaching charge
No longer in your possession.
So it does take some getting used to. There's a lot of different options, and you gotta get used to the control scheme, where your devices are, things like that. So it's a game that definitely will improve with much practice. Now, what's interesting about it is it's very much a game for the competitive player. I don't see this becoming a game that
Move for last
like
operator
the
standing.
hardcore Call of Duty fans or the Battlefield fans will actually get into for much. And there's not a single player, which, you know, whatever, that's here nor there, but it's very much a competitive map, a competitive game, and relies heavy on communication. So if your team isn't communicating, if you don't have a decent team, you know, honestly, it's not
14 is
very
KIA.
fun. And like I say, that's a good example of the control scheme. The guy didn't put the grapple down, so he fell off the roof.
Secure
and
the
we lost.
bombs.
Seeing trauma pack here.
Be advised, Op 4 has found a bomb.
You can also remove barricades and things, so if you want to make it a little bit easier for you to see enemies coming or shooting, you could actually remove the barricades. There's various other items in the games, like heartbeat sensors and things like that, which is really cool, especially when you get the different classes. It's kind of a very rock, paper, scissors kind of feel to it, so each class is kind of counterbalances some of the other
Down to
ones.
5 seconds.
Now, what's interesting about that, though, is that you really need to like have a team that coordinates which classes you're going to take. You don't want all of the same class or the same character. Otherwise, the game doesn't do too well there. And then sometimes you just have to think where the enemy might come through. So you'll see here in a minute, I just take a random stab thinking there could be a guy trying to flank us off this window over here. I didn't hear anything. I don't know. I just had a hunch that something was coming. And I figured that'd be a great place for somebody to come through. So as you see, I'll move up into this position here in a moment, and you'll see exactly what transpires. Now I did find this interesting. When I moved out of the building, it said you'll be detected, and it gave me like a 5-second timer. So I guess that's to keep people from going out and preventing people from getting into the building, so you fight more on the inside. I guess it's more of a game balance thing, but it is kind of weird they would pull something like that. I think you could come up with a little bit better way to do that. I mean, technically, yeah, shouldn't be running outside trying to stop you from getting in the building, but I don't know, there could have been a couple different things they could have done with that a little bit better. Now, if you see this diffuser, it's a box on the floor or something, and I was trying to look for it, but it turned out it was actually on the other bomb. So that's really kind of where it threw me off here in a moment. And you can see my entire team falling. All in all, the game is pretty fun. The only problems I had with it was the matchmaking system. It took me at least 20 minutes the first time just to get into a match, and then the matchmaking system was horrible, and there was times we got dropped. And I realized it's a beta, and the game won't be out for another month or two. But the problem with that is if they launch with the issues that the beta had, at least with the matchmaking and stuff, the small niche audience that they are actually going to get that will play this on consoles will abandon the game pretty quickly, and it'll be just like Battlefield 4 all over again. So if my advice to Ubisoft, if you're going to launch the game, don't launch it with the bugs it currently has in the beta. You push it back if you have to. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's a little taste of what Rainbow Six Siege is going to play like. So if you did, please hit that thumbs up below, and don't forget to subscribe. As always, thanks for watching.